welcome back to my channel. You're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. I'm Heike, my little furry ragdoll assistant Lola. The cat is, I don't know where. She was here a moment ago. But I think she is still not really up for filming. I've been filming pretty much for the last 3 hours. And so far she hasn't joined me once. She doesn't like me today. All right, but I was going to try to do a daily crafty chat, and I think here I am. I have a lot to show you, but I'm still trying to make this short and concise because like I said, I've been talking for nearly 3 hours straight, and my voice is starting to get scratchy. And on top of that, I've talked for over an hour to my mother. So I've probably been talking for 4.5 hours straight or so. All right, so I apologize for not doing the daily crafty chat. You know why? There are a lot of things going on right now, but on top of that, apparently my coping mechanism of crafting like a mad person is going to bite me in the butt as well, because I have a lot of trouble right now with my neck and my shoulders, which is giving me headaches, so this is not fun. I'm all drugged up today. Usually I don't do this if I absolutely don't have to, which means I usually keep it for migraines, but I thought today, because I wanted to get some filming done, let's go for it and just drug up a little bit. It's just ibuprofen, so don't worry. Anyways, I have been diamond painting like a crazy person. So the last time you saw Elsa here, I think was on Monday, and I had, I think, 3 sections left to do, which would have been 3 days. I did it in 1. Yep, I did it in 1. I think you will fully understand now why my shoulder and my neck are hating me. Diamond painting actually didn't used to do strange things to me, but I've been stitching and knitting so much lately that I think I am out of practice. So this is now something my body doesn't want me to do all day. But Elsa is done, and I think she absolutely looks stunning. It's a bit surprising. Usually diamond paintings come out great on camera, but Elsa doesn't want to. She looks really weird on camera. In daylight, she looks absolutely fantastic. So maybe it's my super bright ring light, I don't know. But she's done. I can now lay her aside and concentrate on the rest of my crafts, because my diamond painting theme of the month, check. And she's really, really pretty. Really pretty. I think the longer version, this is the version A of this painting, the longer version that has a bit more of hair going down here, her braid and stuff like that, that will also look very fantastic once done. So I'm super, super happy with this. This is, in case you're joining me for the first time today, this is a painting by DIYmoon Shop. It is a painting from the artist Anna Dittmann, who used to be their first licensed artist back in the day when they started their artist collaboration, and who also happens to be one of my favorite artists. And yeah, this is Elsa from Frozen. She is a 40 by 53 centimeter painting, 40 colors and round beads. You can get her with a special treatment, with special beads. Tongue is knotted up. I started her out this way, so if you go all the way back to my, I think it was only in my first video for Craftmass, you will see her with this snowflake here done partially in special beads, but I decided that I liked it better without. So I picked that out again and replaced it with the standard beads, but there is a special treatment available, and you can get that at DIYmoon Shop. The painting will be linked below. Everything I show you here will be linked below, even though not everything is still available. I'm mostly talking my yarn advents. All right, so second painting for the month, but this is the painting I am not gung-ho on finishing, even though you can see that I did a lot on that one as well, is One Worth Melting For by Diamond Art Club. This is by the artist Mandie Manzano. Once again, it's a licensed diamond painting. Diamond Art Club only sells licensed diamond painting. Same for DIYmoon Shop, they only sell licensed diamond painting. That's the reason why they are a little more expensive as well, because the artists actually get paid, and I'm all for that. And this is also from the movie Frozen, just that this is Anna. So she is a 42 by 125 centimeter round bead painting with AB drills that absolutely do not want to show their beauty on camera, but there's a lot of white AB going on up here in this part here and here particularly. So a lot of iridescent snowflakes, which look absolutely fantastic. And the last time you saw her, I believe I had 4 sections done on her. I'm not entirely sure anymore. So I was just coming up to her hairline. So this is five more sections, if I'm right, since you saw her last. Once again, I diamond painted like a madman. I didn't do any knitting since we last spoke, and I only did a little bit of stitching. I mostly spent my time diamond painting. I am trying to convince my brain now that I absolutely do not need to try and finish this in the month of December, because I am already halfway there. That my stupid obsessive brain wants me to try and do it. I know I can do it, brain, so why do I need to prove it? Yeah, so this is, I think this is now at the 50 centimeter mark here. So we should very soon reach the halfway point, which I think is around here. So, and we are now reaching her dress, which is so beautiful. It has so many ornaments going on in the skirt down here, so I can't wait. Can't wait to do especially that part here. It's a lot of blue, but such pretty ornaments. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, this is my painting I am doing for #winter with DAC. It's a challenge that my friend Rachel Ray is hosting together with Wolfpack Diamond Painting, the lovely Stephanie. And this is a lot of fun to do. So far I have mainly collected these big princess paintings, and this is the first one I actually do. And I'm so happy that I'm finally working on one of them. So far I've shied away from them because of the diamond painting theme of the month I'm doing, and I'm always challenging myself, and only myself, to finish the painting I start within the month. So I don't require that of anyone but myself. And that's the reason why I so far haven't touched any of these princesses, because I now split my crafty time between multiple crafts, and doing one of these big paintings within a month is a bit of a challenge with trying to divert my time. So, but I think I'm going to continue next year to work on one main painting that's for the theme, and have another one on the side that takes however long it takes, and will just be finished a bit slower than usual. Just to work through some of my paintings in my stash that will never make it to be the diamond painting theme of the month. Let's be honest, I have so many paintings, it's ridiculous. Anyways, this is the diamond painting I did this week, and we shall see where she will be next time. And I'm going to readjust the camera a bit so I can sit down. So I brought the camera down a little bit so I can sit down and don't have to scream at the camera so you can hear me afterwards. But yeah, most of my crafting, like I said, was diamond painting, but I have also stitched a little bit. And the project I have picked up now that I'm all caught up with the Dark Queen of the Sea is the Animal Crossing year-long stitch-along by Cunning Cross Stitch. It's a free stitch-along. It will be in 12 parts, and the frame has already been released. Stuart released the frame on November 15th, and the actual stitch along where you will have to, I'm going to put the picture of the frame next here so you can see what I'm talking about. So right now I'm at the island sign on the top, and that thing is really a bear. I hope that the rest will go a little bit faster afterwards. So the actual stitch along will be to fill in these 12 empty spots within the frame. And that will start on January 15th, and once a month on the 15th he will drop another pattern. This is at least an intermediate difficulty pattern, and we will have a quick chat about why that is. So this, trying to get a bit closer. So this sign, I had nearly all the letters stitched, only the upper C was left on the crossing, and then I realized I had to nearly rip it all out again. So on the bottom I had to rip out the ROS, and only the SING could stay, that was correct, and on the upper line of the animal only the uppercase A could stay, everything was off. I noticed the animal thing was off when I connected that L and that G there, because they meet, and then I noticed that they are that the letters and the upper line are half a stitch off. And I thought, well, I can fudge it somehow, because then I checked back and the first letter that was off was the N. Great. And everything was based off on that, and of course it was all half a stitch off. So I decided, well, I am not going to rip this whole thing. I hate stitching letters. I despise stitching words. That's why I do it as early in the process as I can, so I can get it behind me and just enjoy the rest of it. But once I realized that the lower word was also off, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to rip it all out. And the frog was loose. Rip it, rip it, rip it. And then I restitched it. Now it is perfect. And I only have to fill in the whole sign with this brown color you see there on the left. That has to be filled in. And then there is a bunch of backstitch to do on the letters, and also on that weird whitish bobble up there, which is a clock. So once that is done, the sign is done, and this is hopefully, as far as I can see looking at the frame, this is going to be the most difficult part of the frame. There's a ton of fractional stitches in here. I don't know if you can see, but for example, there for the N, there are a bunch of 1/1 stitches on the right leg of the N in the upper row, and on the left leg of the N in the lower row. And there's 3/4 stitches. It is not fun. It is not fun. It's pretty much the same like with the Dark Queen of the Sea fractional stitches. They give you options to make things more detailed, but they can also be such a pain in the butt, and this is a pain in the butt. And the reason why this is going to be an intermediate to expert pattern is all the fractional stitching, because the things that are going to be stitched into the monthly spots, he already said there's going to be quite a bit of fractional stitching. So if you're interested in doing this, please keep this in mind, and also keep in mind that using a linen or an even weave is going to be the better choice of fabric. So if you are an Aida stitcher, of course you can do fractional stitches on Aida, it's possible, but it's much more painful than on this type of fabric, because you have to try and find the middle of the Aida weave where there usually isn't any space to stitch through. You can do it. There are videos if you're interested. Look them up on YouTube. But it is just harder than it is on a fabric like this one here. Speaking of fabrics, I'm using a fabric that is called Quaker cloth. It is not a linen, a pure linen. It is like a linen and I think polyester mix, something like that. It's actually a mix like an even weave or cotton and something artificial. I don't know. It is not linen. It just looks like linen. You can see that it has the structure of linen, and it also has the feel of it when you drag your needle through. So my reason why I do not like stitching on even weave fabric is actually the tight weave. A lot of people like it. I dislike it. I don't like how the needle and the thread feels if you pull it through the fabric, and I especially don't like it for full coverage things, which is already giving me nightmares because I have an even weave for my hate. So yeah, but that's another story. This fabric is, I don't know if this color doesn't really show up well on camera. It is a light blue mixed with some other colors. It's very light. And it is from a shop called Hand Dyed by Rolanda on Etsy. She is a dyer from Canada, and she does wonderful fabric. I needed something that had a bit of a color but was mostly neutral for this, because there's a lot of color in this stitch but also a lot of light color. And Stuart said to stay away from the white, cream, tan, yeah, all these neutrals that are very light. There is a bit of blue, as you can see in the frame in this sign here. I did not use the actual blue that he charted with, because that looked a bit light to me on this fabric and I didn't like how it looked, so I picked a different blue. I don't think that it really is going to make a difference. And there's going to be that water, which you saw on the frame earlier, where the lakes will run into the ocean. So that is going to be another blue, and I think I'm going to use either this blue or I'm going to blend the original blue with this darker blue to make it an in-between shade. This is a 28 count, and so far I enjoy stitching on this a lot. It is really like linen, so it's right up my alley. But if you don't like linen because of the structure of the fabric, this is not going to be better for you. Full disclosure. I just wanted to try this fabric, and I ordered it and decided this color was actually going to work for this Animal Crossing piece, and so far it's working out fine. So yeah, I hope I will have a little bit more of the brown done by the end of today. We will see. And that's all the crafting I have for you. I did not knit. I got a bunch of new colors to dye yarn with today because I did a thing, and you will notice that when we are going to open the advents now. I have opened all the packages for that advent from the Netherlands, the one I wasn't so super happy about because it was mostly, I kept saying tonals, but it's actually more solids. Tonals actually are one color, but they have a little bit of variation within the color, but it's actually more of a solid, you know, like this color here is a solid. You don't see a lot of variation in the shade as such, and that's why I was not so super happy with it. I'm going to say, having seen the full 24 colors, it looks very pretty together. I still think all the solids are boring. So I decided I am going to do a thing. I'm going to over dye some of it, not majorly. I am mostly going to add speckles and stuff to make it a little bit more interesting, because right now it's just super, super boring. Yeah, but that's basically it. So I'm going to show you... because I've opened 4 days without you now. I think this is the order this came in. I hope it is. I'm not entirely sure about these two. They might be reversed, but I think that was the order they came in. So this is the hedgerow yarn one. This one here. We are going to open day 18. Oh, this is bright. Holy. This is bright. Now with this one, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera because my lighting is actually atrocious right now. But this is a tonal. This goes from lighter to darker pink within the same shade. I think you can actually see that. And this one here has less of this variation. It has a little bit of it, but that's why I would call this a solid instead of a tonal. So this is the same pink that was in this skein, just in full glory. So this is very, very pretty. I like this one. I can't complain about this one. Then we had the Harry Potter one. So you saw day one. This was Repulso, if I remember correctly. I kept the names to show you. So this is Imperio. And this is not showing up at all. This is this mixture of turquoise and purple. It shows up super blue, but there's actually more of a royal purple than a navy blue in here. So kind of sad this doesn't show. I'm going to try and take a picture tomorrow in the daylight. I should have done that today because we had gorgeous sunshine today. But of course, I didn't think I needed to. I'm going to try and do that tomorrow to show you the true colors. Then we had the Confusing Concoction, which is, this now is a navy blue. This shows pretty true. Maybe it's a bit lighter than navy. And then these gorgeous green tones in it. This Harry Potter one so far is making me so happy. It's giving me so much joy. I mean, the Buffy one was great too, but this is even a step up for me personally. Then we had Duro. And this is this gray-white base, and then she added all these green and pink accents with some speckling here as well. There's also some blue and orange in here. This is very pretty. And yesterday was the day of neon yellow. And this is the hiccoughing potion. I can't remember this one from the books. So this is really, it actually shows up a bit tamer on camera than it actually is. This is a full-on marker neon yellow with green and blue and pink and red. Everything is in here. Everything. This is so in your face. So today, Di Primo. And I'm just getting a message from the boyfriend. And this is pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. It is a different turquoise blue than this one. It has a bit more actual blue in it, and then it has this rusty orange color. This is so pretty. And yes, so far every day I had a black Labrador hair. I don't mind, but just in case, this is from Yarn Lab UK. If you do mind that, please don't shop from her. If you don't mind at all, like I don't, this is a great shop. I'm very, very happy about that. Sorry. The boyfriend, as you know, if you remember, is today at his appointment in Frankfurt at the specialized heart hospital, and I couldn't go with him. He had to wait for a long time. His appointment was actually 20 minutes past 1. It is now 5, and he is sending me messages now because apparently they measured some different numbers than the hospital here. Not vastly different, but slightly better, so that's a good thing. So that is that one, that is that one. And then we have, last but not least, the Castleview yarn. The Hedgerow and the Yarn Lab are sold out, but I think the Castleview yarn might still be available. It was a couple of days ago, so if this looks good to you. I know this looks very vintage, but it fits the theme, and I actually adore this one quite a bit. You can maybe still get it. Check the site out. But this is the 12 Days of Christmas, My Favorite Things. And ooh, I forgot to say spoiler alert, so I'm going to have to put something up before the section starts. Sorry. So first day you saw on camera, that was Raindrops on Roses. This is day 1, Whiskers on Kittens. This is day 3, Bright Copper Kettles. This is day 4, Warm Wool Mittens. And this is day 5, Brown Paper Packages Tied Up with String. And I just have to say, this is exactly what I was imagining with the Netherlands one. I thought that this is not a classic fade. I mean, no doubt about it. But every color picks up from the color before and after. I mean, this one obviously didn't have a before, but this color has speckling in colors that is in this skein. And I'm going to be vague because if someone is just listening now because they don't want to be spoiled, I'm not saying any color names. But you can see this comes from here. And this is how it moves forward. You always have something that interacts with the one before or after. So here you have the bright color from the day before. And today is going to be cream colored ponies. So let's check how this ties in. It doesn't want to open. It's fighting me. This is very minimal, but very fitting. Very fitting. And I think I can already see things that might come tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be crisp apple strudels. So, yeah, I mean, this is basically bare with just a little bit of interest. So this is the first 6 days. I'm really excited to see where that goes. I mean, the names, I'm kind of excited to see how she does schnitzel with noodles, quite honestly. And can someone please explain to me why schnitzel with noodles? We never eat noodles with schnitzel. I'm going to put the bag over it, so whoever doesn't want to spoil themselves, it is gone. You can look up again. But honestly, why noodles? Schnitzel is not served with them. We do either fries or very traditionally also as potato salad. I know that my parents mainly will serve just boiled potatoes with schnitzel. But I've never heard of anyone serving pasta with it. This is so strange. So yeah, I'm going to look forward to this one for the next 6 days, because this has really, really surprised me in a nice way. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up now. I think all in all, I'm nearly at 30 minutes. That's way longer than I wanted to chat about the crafting I did today, because I still have to film a couple of videos, and like I said, I would like to wrap all the filming and talking up. Thank you for joining me. I nearly forgot I drew the winner for jeez, I drew the winner for my giveaway on December 6th, so I'm putting the clip in here now. Congratulations. Congratulations, Candy! I hopefully have by now sent you an email. I checked that you filled out the form, so you did. I just have to see now which of the emails goes with it, because Google Forms is trying to be difficult with me right now. And I hopefully have, by the time you see this, sent you an email and told you you won. I'm going to do the next giveaway on Sunday, and it's going to be more than just one. I just decided to put it all in that one. It is the one right before Christmas, so I'm going to put everything in there, and I think I'm going for the ease of it. I think I might do gift cards. We will see. What a pain in the butt. It cut me off right when I was saying goodbye because my storage on the phone was full, which I don't get because that thing is supposed to use the iCloud if that happens, but it didn't. So whatever. Going to have to investigate this later. I was going to say, have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I should theoretically be back tomorrow. Let's hope for the best. Bye, guys. Hey again. So we're going to do this a little bit different this time. I recorded a video for day 18, but I didn't have the chance to edit it on the 18th, and for whatever reason I I wasted the whole day yesterday. Well, I didn't waste it, but I spent it literally all day either crafting or watching movies with the boyfriend, so the whole day ran away from me, and I didn't edit day 18 either on that day, and I didn't film day 19, so I decided to film day 20 early in the morning, well, early-ish in the morning. I'm on vacation, and just tuck these two together. So yeah, that's what you're getting here. Day 19. I did no diamond painting and I did knit. I basically just stitched. I seem to focus on one thing at the moment and then dive in neck deep, which is okay with me. No complaints, but that doesn't make for a whole lot to show you. So I spent all my time on the Animal Crossing Stitch Along by Stuart Cunningham, Cunning Cross Stitch. It is a free stitch along. He released the frame in the middle of November, and the actual monthly stitch along part will start on the 15th of January. And I'm trying my best to finish the frame while I'm still on vacation, so that I can actually keep up with the whole thing when it starts next year. And yeah, I think I have a good chance to manage that. So this is where I am. A few minutes ago you just saw the partially finished sign on the top, so I spent all day yesterday filling that brown in and doing the back stitch, and then I moved on to the green part. This is one of 4 greens that will make up the grassy frame for the little boxes. I'm going to do that first because that's a lot of counting, and actually it's also a fun color. I love green, and I thought after all the brown that would be fun. And then lastly I will do the beaches and rocks and stuff that are on the outside, because that's basically always just one color, and the only thing I need to do is correct from 1 to whatever. But here I have to be careful because I have to work with 4 colors, and it's actually going to be confetti. Don't know if you're interested in this, but these are the 4 greens I'm talking about. So I'm currently stitching with this one, which is 704, and these 3 here will fill in all the gaps to make it a smooth line in the end. Sorry, still have a bit of morning voice. So this is what it looks close up. A little change I made. You are by now used to me making changes. The pattern calls for backstitch with 2 strands. As you know, I don't like that, so I didn't do that. The backstitch is just 1 strand. And I think I might actually keep that up throughout the piece. I mean, if you use a higher count fabric, you don't want to do 2 strand backstitch anyway. But I think for 28 and 38, they often recommend that, and I always think it looks horrible and clunky, so I usually don't do it. I've done it with a few parts of the Dark Queen, where it called for 2 strands, not too many of them, and that looked fine, but I trust Aaron. Aaron is an amazing artist, so when he says 2 strands, I trust that. So I don't know if I talked about my little needle minder. I purchased this pin from AliExpress and turned it into a needle minder myself. I think the little assistant wants to come in. Oh yeah, I am being scolded. She sure did want to come in. She was still fast asleep when I started recording, so, and I had to close the door because the boyfriend is still sleeping. And now she is, if you can hear her cursing me out. Come on. Come. Hi. Good mornings. Oh, yeah, hi. Good morning, cuddles. So this is all I did craft-wise since I recorded my last video. I know, not too shabby, but just not a whole lot to show you in total, because I only worked on 1 piece. And yeah, that means I only have some advent calendars to show you, and the cat is already adding the 5% of ragdoll to the ones I opened yesterday. So I'm going to show you the ones I opened yesterday. Number 1 is the Hedgerow yarn. This one is a beautiful mixture, and if the light weren't so bad, you could actually see that it's not as cold as it looks here. It's a mixture of turquoise, pink, and purple, but the base is not as stark white as it looks here. So it has a little bit of a warmish undertone. Then we have Kitty, where's the, here it is. Then we have the Harry Potter one, and I think this is an oopsie because I did get, as you can see, cat, I did get a sparkly skein this time, and I think she sold her advents in the sparkly version, so I think this might be a little oopsie, and I should have received this in normal yarn, but this at least lets me tell you her sparkle base is gorgeous. Sparkle bases, there are 2 different options available. This one is gold stellina. Well, there are at least 4 options, I guess, available. This is gold stellina, there's also silver stellina, and then there's lurex. And if you see yarn with lurex, please be aware that those glitter strands can be scratchy. Stellina usually isn't. What's up with you? You've been ignoring me for days, and now you are all pay attention to me, cuddle me, don't talk to the peoples. So this is gold stellina, and that means it is super soft. And the color is called the Knee Reversal Hex. And it's this gorgeous mixture of orangey yellow and the dark grayish blue. It is, compared to the rest, pretty muted, but it is a pretty color. I would totally knit something with this as a second color. This is really, really pretty. So that is the, yeah, I know, you are prettier. No one doubts that. And if you don't want to get spoiled, look away now, but this is the 12 Favorite Things by Casaview Yarn. And day 7 is called Crisp Apple Strudels. And it has a lot of green. I did actually not expect green, but I guess it makes sense. She decided to go with the green apples. Traditionally, green apples are not used in apple strudel. Because usually you use either the word, brain, morning. You either use the type of apple called Boskop, which is red, or I think quite often if you can't get that one, you use Braeburn, which comes from New Zealand originally, and that is red too. But I like this color. I like it. I like that we are moving away now from the red and pink. Not that I didn't like the red and pink. You know, I'm quite a fan of red and pink. But just to add a little bit more interest, and also because if I go by the titles, I know that towards the end we are going to move to blues and grays. So there had to be some kind of transition. I'm sorry that her butt is in the in the picture the whole time. So. Oh, and now I talked about the colors. I'm such a monk, I'm sorry. I'll put a warning up before this clip starts that I'm actually talking about the color, even though I usually don't do that. Sorry. So then we have the ones for today. And as you can see, we have a big one from Rachel because it's Sunday. But that one is going to be opened last. We're going to start with the Hedgehog yarn, as always. Yeah, I see you. And today's is this cream colored base with soft muted pinks. This reminds me a lot of one of the first yarns I bought from her. It was just more pink than that. It's a gorgeous color. It is a bit... this pink and this pink don't really like each other, let's put it that way. So I would not transition right from this one to this one, to be honest. Day 8 of Harry Potter is the Bedazzling Hacks, and I think you can already see it is going to be some kind of pinkish red. And it's going to be bright. Okay, it is Stelina again, so I'm wondering what that is about. And it is the hot pink of all hot pinks mixed with a bit of black. Holy moly. This is quite the contrast. Wow. I really wonder what this is about. Maybe the second half is supposed to be Stelina? Huh. I don't remember any longer, to be honest. It's been so long since I ordered this one. So, and now, this time proper spoiler alert, I'm opening the Castle View yarn and I'm not going to describe the color. I'm trying not to be a numbnut for once. So this is going to be day 8 and it is called, oh, kitty. It is called Doorbells and Sleigh Bells and Schnitzel with Noodles. That is the one I'm so curious about because, like I said, noodles? Okay. I guess, yeah. There's a lot of speckling going on here. It's pretty. I think it's a bit more, it is the cream colored ponies, just a bit more of it, I guess. Yeah. It is a hard line to translate into yarn, to be honest. Oh, There's more speckling here. So I guess I won't call it my favorite one of the 12 in the end, but it is not unsurprising, let's put it that way. So, and the big one. Week number 4, Dance Magic Dance. I love me some good labyrinth. And sadly, I have no idea if my package finally arrived because Rachel is in the US now. I sure hope it did. This is so Hulk. This is so Hulk smash. I love it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. She knows that I love to combine green with purples. People usually look strangely at me for it, but I absolutely adore this. This is Hulk smash. Sorry, the cat did what she does best. She killed the recording. By lying down on everything I did not remove from the desk because I thought she wouldn't be here for it. But anyway, we were at the end of this video anyway, so I'm going to take my Hulk smash and pat it for a little bit, remove the cat hair, and just stare at it for a while. This is so awesome. Oh boy, editing Heike here. I'm back. Sorry, the light is even worse, but I already remove the ring light, so that is what my daylight looks like today. I just realized when I pulled all the clips I wanted to transform into my video that I forgot to do the new giveaway. So let's do this real quick. Today I'm going to do a giveaway for all the crafts I do. So I am going to have a diamond painting giveaway, I'm going to have a knitting giveaway, and I'm going to have a stitching giveaway. And it's going to be gift vouchers for all of them because this is just easier and I can just mail this to you and there is no waiting through the post and stuff like that. So the way we are going to do this is please leave a comment down below that either has the word knitting, stitching, or diamond painting. Well, I guess that's 2 words. Put diamond in there. I'm going to look for diamond. Depending on which gift card you would like to win, you can put all 3 in there. That's fine. Just a little disclosure. I'm only to give a gift card once to a person, so if by any chance you put in all 3 words and I draw your name when I search for diamond painting and you come back up again as the winner when I search for knitting, you will get the first card I drew you for and I will redraw for the second one because I want to give this to as many people as I can. That being said, which shops did I choose? For diamond painting I decided to go with Diamond Art Club. For knitting, I decided to go with Castleview Yarns in the UK. Her shipping prices are pretty decent to the US, so this should the coupon, the gift card I'm giving away should hopefully cover at least the shipping for you. I hope It's not going to be much more expensive than that. And for stitching, I am going to give away a gift card from 123 Stitch because they pretty much have everything. And even the international shipping is pretty good. So, talking about value, for Diamond Art Club and 123 Stitch, I'm going to give away $15. For Casa View Yarn, I'm giving away a £10 English pound gift card. I think that should be roughly the same amount in dollar. I'm not entirely sure, but it should be close-ish. Yeah, so that's what I decided for. I know it's a bit of a cop-out. Like I said, next year I need to prepare this better, have my prices ready to go and not do this flying by the seats of my pants because I wanna. So I'll do better next year. But I hope you like this and you participate, and you have until... Today is the 20th, so yeah, until the 27th. It will be a late Christmas present then. Alright, but now I'm done. Bye. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and next week is Christmas. Can you believe it? I can't. I have so much editing to do. All the stuff I filmed on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Friday. Still hasn't been edited, and it's hours of footage. Going to have fun with that. I hope you have fun with whatever you do, and we hopefully will talk again tomorrow. Bye, guys.